Okay, so you just pull up the WordPress website and you can just click on Start Your Website. Once that has loaded, you enter your email address, your username, and you choose a password. Once you've done that, you just click on Create Your Account. Alternatively, you can also sign in with Google. So I'm going to go ahead with just creating my account. And then you type the domain that you want. So going back to the presentation that we delivered, a domain is essentially the address that is typed in by yourself and your service users so that they may access your website and your content. So over here, I might have Tasnim NN digital testing or something like that. And it gives you recommendations. So there are the free options, which is owned by the WordPress domain. Oops, sorry. Then you may get .org, .digital, .software, and it's really up to you which one you want to choose depending on what sort of organization or business you have. You can look into the specific details for example, .org. You can pay monthly, you can pay annually. You may choose whether it's a business profile, a premium profile, which has more features available, and there are also business options as well. For testing purposes, I'm just going to go ahead with the WordPress.com one. And here, for the personal use, you are billed annually £3 per month. You can also start with a free site if you don't want to purchase a domain just yet. So you can just go ahead with a free site if you want to just set up your web page at first, because you can always amend these settings later. Over here, as you can see, there's an option to say whether you choose for the, oops, okay, well, you could select one of those options. Your site has been created. So on the side, you see the navigation bars. You can look at the design of themes, tools such as marketing, plugins. So, you know, different features that you may have on your website. There, it does look overwhelming, but when you get into it, it does make a lot more sense, and you will adjust to the layout of it. You get started. You can name your site. So here it would just be testing site. You may have a tagline. So just explaining what your website is about or what your business is about. This would be your site address, or you can edit and create your custom address, which will direct you back to the previous pages that we were on. Once that's been done, you can launch your site. However, if you choose not to launch just yet, you can just skip this setting. You may also choose when to launch it. You may choose if your site is only visible to you and people who log into the website. It depends on who your service users are. And then you also have the option to register a domain. And if you choose to not go further with your website, you may also delete your site permanently. And then you are able to just create your website. So once you've decided on that, you can go, you make sure you save the settings. Then there are other options available where you can choose whether you want to start posting sort of introductory pages, about us pages, and also adjust the settings to what your writings are going to be on, and whether you're allowing comments, what sort of communication of emails you'd like to consent to receive. So that's home. You set up through there. On stats, you get to see the engagement of users and visitors to your page. So as I've only just created this, I have no viewers and users, but you will be able to see the referrals, for example, if it's Google, if it's a Facebook share of your page, what posts and pages are popular, what search terms are used to find your organizational business, what videos might be watched, what files might be downloaded, and also which countries the users are from. Of course, depending on who you give exposure to your website, these statistics will depend on, will kind of reflect that as well. So these are upgrade options, which you can look into if you wish. Then on your website, you are able to add pages. So for example, they've already given you these 4 suggestions. So on the home page, you may want to edit. I'm only going to show the homepage one for now, just so that you can have a play around yourself as well. But once the homepage has loaded, we can move forward. So once your page has loaded, you can give an introduction. So for example, if it's welcome to Aroma Candles, or if it's welcome to printing Ltd or something like that. You can give further information about what your website is going to entail. If you don't want this, you can just backspace. There is a button to learn more. You can customize this. You can choose whether you want this to be opened in a new tab or on this website. And if you don't want it, then of course you can remove it as well. Over here, there is a tour which you can use. You can skip it, or you can start a tour of the website, which I would recommend to do. And here there are exemplar pages that you may use as a blog post. So yeah, once you've done that, that's your homepage done. There's also the option to preview your website. So you just click on preview up here and it will show you what it would look like on a PC, a tablet, a phone, and also if you upgrade to a business plan, then you can see how it looks like from the perspective of search engine tools, which you can get further information from in an analytics video. So let's close this and go back. And so you can get editing on these. If you want to add posts, you may do so by clicking on post over here, adding new post, clicking on media. You may add videos. You can upload videos yourself and pictures. So over here it says you can also drag and drop image and video files from your computer, which you can, so you can just click on here and, for example, you want a copy of your logo, you can just, this is just a random one I found on Google. Once that's been uploaded, that's in your media storage, which you can then use when you're editing and creating pages on your website, or as a thumbnail for pages. You may also change you may also check comments and respond to comments that you might receive on posts. And on feedback, it would be if you allow that function to work on the website in receiving feedback from your service users as well. And of course, in terms of the layout of the website, there are tools which you can use here. You can customize your website. You can choose a theme. So if you click on themes, you can choose what would suit your business or charity. For example, if you used to be a sports organization, you might pick on this Dalston one, where there are already pictures and images that that might engage your audience. Of course, feel free to change these pictures. You might want to use pictures that you've taken in your sessions as well. Once you've done that, you can just have a quick look around. There are videos as well to customize your website, and then you can activate it by either keeping your current theme or further changing the website. So once you've changed that, you go to your custom domain, and well, it should have changed. Oh, okay. It says that your site hasn't been launched yet. You can only see it once it's launched. So once that's been launched, if I just launch it now, once that's been launched, then it should allow you to see it. If I just go back, just before we wrap up this video, view site, wrong one, okay. Just on the side here, I've clicked on plugins where you can install several plugins from other host websites, etc., to kind of boost your engagement, your appearance, and the way that the writing is laid out on the website. You may also look into marketing strategies over here. There are many tools which you can look into. And if you need any help at all from using this website, feel free to just use the search box. For example, if you want to search how to add social media or incorporate it within your website, you might just type that in and click on integrate and connect to social media, read that article or watch the video, and then that's it. And that's just the way that you kind of navigate around the website. And once you've been able to figure that out,